Got to admit, this week's NXT was a hard watch. There was a lot of inexperienced performers on this show, a lot of bad acting, bad wrestling, bad promos. Just you're going to expect this from the developmental show, but it's just getting hard to watch. There are some decent performers on this show when they put them on there, like your Braun Breakers, your Ilya Dragunovs, the Schism with Joe Gacy. But other than that, when you get past them lot, the rest, yeah, inexperienced, bad, crappy performers all round. And it doesn't help that they keep putting them in these corny, cheesy, crappy comedy segments. It's just not helping them, especially the likes of Pretty Deadly at the beginning in that shitty fancy dress. Comedy was just cheesy, was crappy, was bad to watch from start to finish. They proved later on in the show that they can go. They're very good in the ring, but the beginning of the show was just terrible. Let's have it right. If they were given better creative and it wasn't so cheesy, corny, then they'd actually be really, really good. That's the problem. They're letting the side down. They're letting them down. Creative are letting the talent down, in my opinion, here. Just not a good way to start the show. Brawling Brutes are on this show as well. I don't know why. They've been doing really well on SmackDown. Why do they need to go back to the developmental brand? Makes no sense. They don't need to be there. You had Oro Mensah against Carmelo Hayes, who I'm a big fan of, but the booking of him in the last, let's say, month has been piss poor. Has been piss poor. Losing, and then he gets a win here. Ever since he lost that title, he hasn't done well. Even before then, he's one of the stars of this show, one that could be future top performer on the main brand. He can talk. He's good. He's good in the ring. Trick with him. They're a good combo. I'm liking it. Other people will as well if they're given the chance. But it's the creative for the guy. It's how they're booking him. You ain't going to get someone over by inconsistently booking them. One week they lose, one week they win. This 50-50 bullshit does not work. He should be made to look strong heading into the pay-per-view or Halloween Havoc, whatever we're calling it. But he's not. He's looking weak. Someone they were building up, though, making look strong, gave him a win over Mello, had a good video package last week with his pep rally. Going into a qualifier match for the ladder match, you're thinking Andre Chase is a shoo-in. Definitely going to be in there. The crowd are getting behind him. I'm liking his gimmick. A lot of people are online talking him up, saying he's doing pretty well. And then he loses to Von Wagner. Von Wagner? Behave. Behave. Von Wagner is in the ladder match over Andre Chase. Are you having a laugh? Sanger and Nathan Fraser are friends, apparently. But here comes Veer. That's right. Veer is here. And they look a decent tag team, Veer and Sanger. They could actually do something, do bits in NXT. I would like to see where they take that. As for Wendy Chu, this girl, from the start, she was dead in the water, wasn't she? With that gimmick she's got. She just needs to go away for about 3 to 6 months, create a new character, and then come back again. Because this ain't working. Let's have it right. It ain't working for her. And as for her opponent today, Lash Legend, what an awful match that was. Absolutely dreadful. Lash looks good. She looks good. She can talk. But in the ring, once that bell rings, my goodness, that's it. You don't want to see any more. The girl needs a lot of work. But she's got potential. So that's a start, I suppose. She's got the look down. She's athletic. But once that bell rings, Jesus. I was impressed by Nikita Lyons and Zoe Starks, though. That tag match was pretty decent with Toxic Attraction. I haven't been a big fan of Toxic Attraction, especially Gigi Dolan and JC Jane. I ain't seeing it. I'm sorry, I'm not. They ain't all that. Mandy Rose, okay, yeah, she's pretty decent. But those two, nah, I'm sorry. They're just going to have to be lackeys for Mandy Rose. Just take the pins, take the beatings for Mandy. Talk about bad acting. The Grayson Waller effect was brutal. Okay, Grayson wasn't so bad, but do we need yet another chat show in wrestling, in the ring? I liked the video package heading into it. I liked the opening music and all of that. That was pretty decent, and the setting itself was okay. But why does it have to be in the ring again? Why do we need yet another talk show with people that can't even fucking talk? Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade, nobody gives a damn. Nobody cares. The crowd let you know that by their silence. What was good was the 2-minute video package of Ilya Dragunov explaining and letting us know, giving a full depth dive into his injury, what he was doing while he was out, how he was feeling about not being able to unify the titles, the NXT UK title and the NXT title. It was Tyler Bate in his place. He was saying that he can't change the past, but he can change the future. Long live the Tsar. I'm loving it. Loving Ilya Dragunov. We know he can go in the ring. He's a good talker. He's just going to be another star, isn't he? You can see it already. The geezer has it. And I can't. The only thing I'm a bit miffed about is that it's not Bron Breakker versus Ilya Dragunov. We're putting in JD McDonough. Sounds like a new special at McDonald's, doesn't it? A doner kebab. A McDonough kebab. I don't know. I don't think he needs to be. He's just kind of in the way. Two's company, three's a crowd sort of thing. I skipped over what they're doing with Apollo Crews, didn't I? What the hell is going on there? One week he's a Nigerian prince. This week he's making people's eyes bleed. What's he doing under that ring to him? Making them watch these shows back? Because Jesus, that's the only thing that's going to make your eyes bleed watching this shit. Speaking of shit, Julius Creed, Duke Hudson, squash match. Duke loses. Duke actually looks pretty decent. Looks like he could go, he can talk, but he's getting squashed. I'm not a big fan of the Creed brothers. I'm not. I'm sorry, and I wouldn't be too bothered if Brutus did get fired. Let's have it right. Damon Kemp is okay, actually. I don't mind him. He's got some attitude behind him. He can talk. He can go. I'd like to see more of him. I think he needs a tag partner, though. Why not get that Gable? Where's that Gable Stevenson? Where's he gone? Where's he disappeared to? Zion Quinn lost last week, wins this week. More 50-50 bullshit booking. No one's getting over like that. Hank Walker. Nah, man. Nah. He's happier playing grab ass with Quincy Elliott, isn't he? Jesus. The Dyad, I'm enjoying them, but again, not enough of them on this show. A little tease from them. They've got a new member. What's happening there? The highlight of this whole show was Joe Gacy posting a white rabbit during the Grayson Waller effect on his Grayson Waller's Instagram, because he was running an Instagram feed while he was doing the Grayson Waller effect. Joe Gacy posts a picture or an emoji of a white rabbit. What's going on there? What are you saying, people? What am I saying about the main event? Decent tag match. Very good main event. Tag team titles on the line. You knew the Brawling Brutes weren't winning it, but it's the way the match finished. This was a good tag match. You could have had, I don't know, Pretty Deadly getting battered, and then they somehow did get DQ'd or counted out. They run away. They could have done that. That would have been better than what they did do. Where did Imperium go? How long did it take them to get to the ring? It seemed like an eternity. Jesus. They ruined this whole thing. There's been too much interference in matches in WWE recently, and it's ruining the matches. A lot of times when they interfere, it's botched, like it was on Monday Night Raw. Botched interferences. Same here in NXT. Not experienced enough, don't know what they're doing, and they fuck it up, and it looks dreadful. After what was a decent match, absolutely ruined the finish of it. with this joke at the end. It took Imperium ages to get to the ring, and it made the Brawling Brutes look absolutely awkward and green as fuck. Pete Dunne standing there waiting for people to come in the ring and then running out to them. Ridge Holland covering the geezer. He's got the win. You're winning the titles. And then he gets up and is like, well, where are they? Where are they? What are you doing? This was just dreadful. Whoever booked this needs to be shot. And this whole show wasn't very good, was it? Let's have it right. Without the top stars like your Bron Breakers, your Ilya Dragunovs, and the Schism having more time on the show, and you're filling it with green, inexperienced, bad actors, bad at promos. It's just not good. Not good. And this show wasn't good. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. This is Universal Wrestling Reviews. I'm Graham Burley. I will see you next time.